Also, the other big news of the hour, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Sunday offered to give up his presidency if it means peace in Ukraine. He made these comments at a press conference at an annual forum of top government and military officials in Kiev. He also, by the way, Sunday also marked the completion of 3 years of its war in Ukraine. Pro-Ukrainian rallies, meanwhile, were held in Washington and Taipei on its 3rd anniversary. DD India's Rahul Upadhyay brings us more.
As the Russia-Ukraine conflict completes 3 years on Sunday, protesters and activists took out rallies to mark the occasion. In Washington, supporters of Ukraine gathered at the Lincoln Memorial to mark 3rd anniversary of the conflict. Many questioned former President Joe Biden's handling of the conflict in Ukraine. While in Taipei, dozens of Ukrainians and activists gathered on Sunday outside the building of Russian Representative Office. Protesters held placards reading, "Stand with us, fight for freedom," and "Ukraine is not merchandise." Amid increasing tensions between Washington and Kiev, talks for peace took a new dimension. Ukrainian President Zelensky said he's willing to give up presidency if it means peace in Ukraine.
If it's about peace in Ukraine and you really want me to leave my position, I'm ready to do that. Secondly, I can exchange it for NATO membership if there is such an opportunity. I will do it immediately without a long conversation about it. I'm focused on Ukraine's security today and not in 20 years. I don't plan to be in power for decades. Therefore, that is my aim and my dream.
Recently, Donald Trump said US aims to recover the billions of dollars in military aid provided to Ukraine. He also wants Ukraine to give the US companies access to minerals.
I'm dealing with President Zelensky. I'm dealing with President Putin. I'm trying to get the money back that or secured because, Europe has given $100 billion. The United States has given $350 billion.
US President Donald Trump's stance on Ukraine also raised concerns among European allies. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer said any discussion to end the conflict must involve Ukraine.
Peace only comes through strength. Nobody wants the bloodshed to continue. Nobody, least of all the Ukrainians. But after everything that they have suffered, after everything that they have fought for, there can be no discussion about Ukraine without Ukraine, and the people of Ukraine must have a long-term secure future.
While Russian President Vladimir Putin said his soldiers in Ukraine are defending national interests and vowed unchanged determination to strengthen the country's armed forces, Putin also said Russia will continue to improve the combat capabilities of the army and navy.
We will continue to improve the combat capability of the army and navy and their combat readiness as an essential component of Russia's security, a guarantee of its sovereign present and future, and its progressive development.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Sunday Russia launched more than 200 drones in an overnight attack, the largest of the war, as he called for unity among Ukraine allies. Conflict in Ukraine had begun in 2022 after Russia launched attack on Ukraine on February 24th that year. Rahul Upadhyay's report for DD India.